A K-9 who served in the U.S. Army, saving countless lives and also worked for former President George W. Bush's security team, died in North Texas on Friday. This morning, a service is going to be held in his honor. And his handler, Sergeant Matthew DeFord, joins us this morning to talk about this four-legged hero. Good morning. Thank you so much for being here. I know this is a tough, emotional day for you, but I know also know you really want to honor what this dog did for so many people.
Yes, it's my pleasure to honor him. He deserves it, as he saved my life and countless others while we were in Afghanistan.
Yeah, Sergeant First Class Bento is the dog's name, and this isn't just a dog. I mean, this dog was trained to look for explosives, to hunt out explosives, and has such an impressive resume. Thank you so much for sharing these photos, first of all. He actually, I mean, you got him and then deployed with him to Afghanistan, right?
Yes, I picked him up in April of 2009. I became his handler then. We started working together. We certified, and then I was married in February of 2010, and in March of 2010, we deployed to Afghanistan.
You and the dog?
Yep.
You and this dog?
Just me and him.
And how long were you there?
We were there for 12 months total.
So he served in Afghanistan, served in India as well, and you said really, I mean, this dog saved countless lives.
Yes. With what he does and what he did for all our security missions and details, he had multiple fines, and those fines could have, you'd never know who could have been injured or unfortunately killed by those fines.
Yeah, and Bento also conducted explosive sweeps for former President George W. Bush, President Obama as well, worked Bush's second inauguration, did sweeps at Camp David. I mean, so many people depended on his service. When he officially retired, when the dog officially retired, how did you wind up with him?
I was his second to last handler. And I requested that I wanted to adopt him. And I left Fort Meade in April of 2012, and they put him on another handler, and he refused to work for that other handler. So after about 3 months, I had left and went to Alaska. After about 3 months, I got the phone call, said, "Hey, we're going to retire Bento. Would you like to adopt him?" And I said, "Of course, yes." So I sent my pregnant wife at the time. She volunteered to fly back to Maryland, sign the paperwork, and pick him up. What
was it like to see him again?
I was very emotional. I was extremely excited. I'd said goodbye once, and I didn't know if I'd see him again. So.
Right. And he's basically been living the life with you since then, huh?
Since October of 2012, he's been living with me. We spent almost 3 years in Alaska together. I deployed while I was in Alaska with a different dog, and he kept my wife and my pregnant wife and my son safe at home. And then he moved with me from there to Fort Polk, Louisiana, where I finished up my active duty time, and then over here to Irving.
Yeah. So passed away on Friday. I know that you know, when dogs get older, a lot of us have a tough time saying goodbye. It's never, ever easy. And I know that Friday was a really tough day for you. And then today, there's going to be a service to honor him as well.
Yes, Beyond the Rainbow was kind enough to get in contact with me, and they're helped me put together the service memorial for him with honor guard and a military chaplain.
Yeah, and I know the other handlers have expressed their condolences as well, but I love what you wrote. I want to say really quickly before we leave, you wrote in the dog's obituary, Bento's obituary, "He was my partner, my best friend. Life will never be the same without him." It's really sweet, really sweet. We'll be thinking about you today. We want to let everyone know that that service for Bento is open to the public. It's at 10:30 this morning, Oakview Baptist Church in Irving. Thank you for your service, and thanks for bringing this story to us. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.